The worst single moms to date. Well, the ones with newborns. Because that little is too young for daycare and school. Plus, the lost her baby fat. So you're getting the worst version of that. Or the ones that put my kid come first in their dating bio. Stupid like this don't even need to be said. Like, my Xbox is more important than you. I just came to you for some, but I ain't mention it. Or the ones that live through their kids. These are the that go to after school programs. They watch the same their kids watch. And even when the kid go to sleep, you can't even go over that. You know why? Because the kids sleep with that too. Or the ones that don't send news. Like, bitch, if you ain't gonna have time to link up, at least help me think about the pussy. Or the ones with teenage boys. It is not easy to look a young man in his eyes after you his mama and declare yourself man of the house. Game is game.
That's messed up. Oh, that was That's so messed up.
I know who it was.
You need to go get your trash.
I know who it was. They're over there laughing.
You know where it was coming from? Y'all sure it was the speaker system?
Yeah, somebody connected to it and was doing that.
I don't think so either, because the music still playing.
Below in a system down here because it was going up.
Is it you?
From over
Nah, I heard it too.
I apologize. If you guys hear it again, I'll come out here quick.
Appreciate it, guys.
I just saw a video of a woman who was running in a marathon, and when she looks over, she notices a friend of hers flew in from London to watch her finish. The friend flew in for like 24 hours, and she sees the friend and she immediately starts bawling. She's like crying and running, and you can tell she's like overjoyed that her friend would do such a thing. I think sometimes when men are questioning why women are choosing to be single.
Hey, stop there. Stop there. What did men do again? How are we involved in people running and a friend going to support a friend? What did men do again? How did we get into this conversation of a friend from London to go and support the other one that is running like us? What did men do again? How did we get into this equation?
21. The BBL is strong with this one. Viewer discretion is advised.
How old she was?
32.
My big sister 32.
And little sister?
I'm the little sister.
How old's the little sister?
I'm the little sister.
How old is
21.
Name 5 things that you have to offer a man.
Nothing, and nothing. You ate with that one.
You ate with that one. Those are the words of her supporting cast. How do you empathize with women that think like this, truly? You're not serious, though.
I am serious.
So why would a man even want to look your way if you can't add value to his life?
Well, if you got the bag down. Right, thank you. Thank you. Try to spend the money down.
So I don't think we understand the severity of this situation. The question that was asked was, why would a man look your way if you don't offer anything to him? And the young lady's response was, if you ain't got the bag, then don't look at her, basically. If you're not trying to spend money, don't look. I think the IQ level of these 3 young ladies combined has to be no higher than a couch, and here's why. The level of comprehension in that one part of the video has to be so low, I don't think it could actually be measured. Because not only did y'all not answer the question correctly, y'all rooting her on like she said something of actual value. There's no way your brain processes information this way.
So let's say the man has a bag and he wants to spend the money. What does he get back?
Why do it always got, I feel like you said you want pussy. Like that. I feel like that's what you're talking about. Why do it have to always be about dick and pussy? Right. Like, ask some more question. Like, what's my favorite color? You know what I'm saying? Right. Nigga. Yeah, let's get to know each other. What color is my real hair?
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse. And these are the women they say we must respect and protect. The question was simple. Let's say he does have the bag and he wants to spend the money. What does he get back? Their response is, I feel like you're talking about. What you need to worry about is like what my favorite color is, or like, why don't you ask questions on like what my real hair color is, although she's not wearing her real hair. You can't make this, I swear you can't make this up, bro. These videos are making their, so I don't even have to say anything. Watching this is literally giving me a headache. You know what, fellas, all I can say for this is please do not procreate with these types. Allow natural selection to run its course in hopes that their gene pool will eventually perish. Y'all keep the change.
21.
The BBL is strong with this one. Viewer discretion is advised.
How old she was?
32.
My big sister 32.
And little sister?
I'm the little sister.
How old's the little sister?
I'm the little sister.
How old is
21.
Name 5 things that you have to offer a man.
Nothing, 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 and nothing.
You ate with that one.
You ate with that one. Those are the words of her supporting cast. How do you empathize with women that think like this, truly?
You're not serious though.
I am serious.
So why would a man even want to look your way if you can't add value to his life?
Well, dog, if you got the bag down.
Right, thank you. Thank
You
you,
ain't trying to spend no money down.
So let
I don't think we understand the severity of this situation. The question that was asked was, why would a man look your way if you don't offer anything to him? And the young lady's response was, if you ain't got the bag, then don't look at her, basically. If you're not trying to spend money, don't look. I think the IQ level of these 3 young ladies combined has to be no higher than a couch, and here's why. The level of comprehension in that one part of the video has to be so low, I don't think it could actually be measured. Because not only did y'all not answer the question correctly, y'all rooting her on like she said something of actual value. There's no way your brain processes information this way.
So let's say the man has the bag and he wants to spend the money. What does he get back?
Why do it always got, I feel like you talking to, you said you want pussy like that. I feel like that's what you're talking about. Why do it have to always be about dick and pussy?
Right, like ask some more question, like what's my favorite color? You know what I'm saying? Right. Nigga,
Yeah, let's get to know each
what
other.
color is my real hair?
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse. And these are the women they say we must respect and protect. The question was simple. Let's say he does have the bag and he wants to spend the money. What does he get back? Their response is, I feel like you're talking about. What you need to worry about is like what my favorite color is, or like, why don't you ask questions on like what my real hair color is? Although she's not wearing her real hair. You can't make this, I swear you can't make this up, bro. These videos are making their, so I don't even have to say anything. Watching this is literally giving me a headache. You know what, fellas? All I can say for this is please do not procreate with these types. Allow natural selection to run its course in hopes that their gene pool will eventually perish. Y'all keep the change.
I really messed up last night because my boyfriend had asked me, why do you love me? So I knew it was like serious. Like I needed to give him a really, really good answer to make him feel like so validated for being just such an amazing addition to my life. You make me feel safe, comfortable, and at home. And that's what I told him. And I could just see his face fall. And he goes, so you don't love me? You just love having a boyfriend? And I'm like, no. And it takes so much for me to like actually feel comfortable and just being myself with other people. And the fact that he is able to do that for me and just let me relax and be myself and just accept me for who I am is so profound. Like,
You ask a bitch why she love you, she gonna start naming everything you do for her. She gonna start naming, she gonna start pulling shit out her ass. What you do for her? She ain't gonna say cause you as a person, I like you as a person, I love you as a person, and you this and you that. No, it's what you do for the bitch. If you don't do shit for the bitch, she don't love you, gang.
Her boyfriend was absolutely right to say that you don't love me, you just love having a boyfriend. And everything that she said about why she loves him, never did she give a you statement. I love you because you're so such and such. She didn't give a single reason why she loved him being separate from her, right? It was always a me statement. Because you do this for me, because you allow me to feel this way, you allow me. If she was to give statements as to why she loves him, it would be because you statements, because you're so kind, because you're so thoughtful, because you're not self-serving, because you are very considerate, you're driven, you so on, you get it, so on and so forth, because you. Why do I love you? Because you. Instead it was, why do I love you? Because me. You don't love him. Maybe you do love him. I'm not going to say that you don't. But everything you listed is indicative of you not loving him, but loving the way that he loves you, right? Because I'm sure if he flipped it around, it was like, the reason I love you is because you cook me food and you do my laundry and you take care of my dog sometimes. That doesn't feel like he's saying he loves you very much, does it? This is precisely why, hang with me for a second. This is precisely why women initiate most divorces, because they'll say, I fell out of love. You fell out of love. No, it's because he stopped making you feel good in these certain things for a certain amount of time, right? When you love someone, you love them because of who they are, not because of what they're doing for you. Okay? You fall in love with him because of the man he is, not because of the things he does for you and how he makes you feel, right? Like that statement, oh, I just fell out of love. It's never made sense to me, because what do you mean? Love is a choice. You don't fall out of love. You fall out of limerence. You fall out of infatuation. But to fall out of love, you fell in love with the man he is, not because of how he's making you feel.
I think to a degree, you're probably gonna say something that benefits you, because that's why you picked them, because the stuff that they do is good for you, bars. But I think what people are looking for is for you to mix in the two, like say, oh, well, you know, you do this for me, you make me feel this way, yada, yada, yada. But then also say, and you're also, I look at you as from the standpoint of a person, and I see you, you know, not just with me, with other people. You're very sweet, you're very loving, you're very kind, you're very passionate. You like to take care of others. You like to treat others well. You like to make sure that everybody's okay, right? Things along those lines of calling who I see, you know, you, I love, you know, how you perform in your job. You know, it seems like you're really passionate in that. And, you know, once again, even when you're there, you try to take care of people, right? So I think men are asking women, and same thing that women are asking men. I'm asking you to give the same effort that you expect out of me. You expect me as a man to pull out qualities that are specific to you, not what you do for me. So I would like that same thing in return.
A lot of women, they don't realize that they are the issue. And so we have a problem taking accountability. We have a problem shutting up. We are extremely argumentative. And a lot of times we are the walking red flag.
Can I ask that question if you don't mind?
Sure.
Like, why do black women refuse to shut the up?
Oh, that's a heavy loaded question.
Why?
Look, they can't shut up the answer.
I want to know why.
I'm going to tell you why.
Shut up the answer.
It just goes back to what she said. A lot of it is lineage. So a lot of women, we saw our mothers and we saw our grandmothers being, wait, let me cook, because it's not all of us. Some of us do know how to be quiet, but
they're the married ones.
But a lot of times we watch our mamas and we watch our grandmothers and great grandmothers not shut up, right? It's a generational curse. I'm gonna be honest with you, because we was raised in households where the women had to handle. Okay, we had to pay the bills. We had to be independent. We had to run households, and we had to raise kids alone. So yeah, a lot of times we not gonna shut the up because this my shit, and I've been doing it. However, it's not. Listen, however, it's not right. And what I had to learn is learning to be quiet is a skill. Okay, especially when you don't come from that example, you have to learn how to be quiet. You have to learn how to submit, and you have to learn how to not be argumentative. And a lot of women don't take the time to learn that skill.
Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
If I take 25 years out of the workforce to raise 6 of your kids, I have less of a burden.
Yeah. How do you not have less of a burden?
That's
manual labor.
That's manual labor.
What if
I think that any job you can do in your pajamas can't be that hard.
Truly, if you came home and your wife was in her pajamas every day, would that not like turn you off or make you feel a certain type of way?
Here's what most men want as the outcome for their children, who for the most part, by the way, are sent off to public school, and she's not watching them do nothing. Even if she stays at home and she raises them, and on top of raising them, homeschools them, right? And she does that in her pajamas, then that's still the least lazy thing she could be doing in comparison to sending them off to public school. So yeah, when you're talking about the labor added and what they have to do to raise kids, they mostly outsource that anyway.
Outsourcing takes time too.
Oh yeah, they have to wave at the school bus. It's a rough gig. They have to get their up at 6 a.m. to get them on a school bus.
Well, do you ever think about how much it would cost you to pay a nanny, to pay a house cleaner, to pay a private chef, to pay like all these individual
let's reverse
jobs?
it. Well, let's just reverse it then. Okay, but what about how much it would cost for you to be able to stay at home all day and do absolutely nothing and have cable television, have trash paid for, have your electric paid for, have all of your utilities, have vacations given to you, have all of that? That also has a high cost, a significant cost associated with it. So as you're out, wait a second, my maid service should be compensated. It's like, well, your living expenses are already compensated. You have to do nothing for it.
What's your age?
26.
Are you single?
Yes.
Could you see yourself dating a man who worked at Walmart?
No.
Why not?
Why would I date somebody below me? Not below me. Let me rephrase that. Why, if I worked so hard to get to where I'm at, why would I date somebody who hasn't?
So a man who worked at Walmart couldn't take you to the places that you'd want to go?
No. No, absolutely not.
What is it about your lifestyle do you think a man at Walmart couldn't do for you?
I like to go shopping. I like to travel. I like to go to nice restaurants. I like to enjoy life. And I feel like if you work at Walmart, you really only have the means to do the necessities.
But let's flip the script, right?
Okay.
Do you think if you were working at Walmart as you are right now, the men watching would look at that and go, oh no, I could never even look her way?
It depends on the man. I feel like some men value education. Some men look for women who have something going for themselves, and some men don't. It really depends on the man. Like, if you're talking about very, very wealthy men, then I think that they look for a woman that has an education. But if you're talking about, like, rich men or, like, the men who get money in our, like, generation, then they don't really care.
And the next time you're on a date with a man and he says, I like my women natural. I don't like eyelashes. I don't like wigs. I don't like weaves, etc., etc. I like a natural looking woman. You sit there and you tuck your hair behind your ear and you look at him and you tilt your head sideways and you say, I don't like men with beards. It sounds silly, right? Gosh.
33, I had the harsh realization that I'm not my type's type.
This is good. This is good. Let's see if she can land the plane.
And that's probably why I've been losing in dating.
Yes! Lady, that is exactly what it is. And it sounds so much better coming from you than coming from me. But I want to say I am proud of this young lady because she finally did something that a lot of women will never do. She stopped blaming everybody else, looked in the mirror, and finally told herself the truth.
Remember, it's better to tell the truth.
And that's no lie. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe. Ladies, this is a PSA, and I mean this with love. If a trying to tell you something about something you need to change or do different, and you look like you got an attitude, baby girl, that's the quickest way to lose it. Do you hear me? Listen, the same way when he buy you something, you all smiles. Make sure when he telling you something that he see that you need to change, it's not he talking down on you. Remember, a ain't trying to teach nothing to something he ain't trying to keep around. Come on now. Don't look at it like, oh my God, I'm always doing something wrong. No, he love you, baby girl, and that's why he trying to get you to change it.
Men aren't trying to control you. Men want you to control you. I know a lot of people listen to that video, and I know a lot of people may have scrolled away and thought, oh my gosh, no, I don't want to hear that. But the brother is speaking facts. Correction is the highest form of love there is, honestly. Because, for example, let's say I'm walking down the street and a car is about to hit me, right? But I'm just listening to my music, jamming, whatever, chilling. Now, if you love me, you gonna be like, hey, or if you have any care for my being at all, you're gonna be like, hey, sis, watch out, so I don't get hit. But if you have the mindset of, oh, well, she's listening to her music, she's dancing, she's looking like she's having a good time, I don't want to say nothing, so I'll let her, just jam out. Is that love? No, you don't love me, you don't care for my being, you're not looking out for me, nothing. And in like manner, you can't truly say you love someone while watching them go in the wrong direction of danger. Maybe a car might not literally be coming head on straight to them, but you see somebody's promiscuous behavior and how that could lead them to a detrimental path. He sees the way you keep running your mouth and how that could eventually put you in danger one day to the point where he's going to have to step in and risk his life for something that could have been prevented. Maybe you are too loud. Maybe you are too aggressive. Maybe you need to work on being more patient and more gentle. And that's okay. We all have things that we need to work on. But we need to stop taking it as some form of attack, because it's not. A man cannot protect what he cannot correct. And he definitely can't direct what he can't protect. So let's all, myself included, because y'all, this is something that I'm still learning too. It's not easy, trust me, I understand. But let's all just learn to take correction as what it is, something that's going to correct us and elevate us to make us better in the long run. And let's teach this to our children from now in their youth, so they don't grow up to become adults who never see anything wrong with what they do.
And I'm glad she mentioned promiscuity, because that's what a lot of men are talking about. You want to have a good time now and what you call fun and all that stuff, but it's not going to be that way when you get a little bit older. it's not going to come out how you think it is when you get a little bit older. Men are not going to be going for that when you get a little bit older. They're not going to like that. I don't care what they like, this and that. I'm trying to tell you right now. And even if you're not going to be with me, even if we go our separate ways, I'm trying to tell you, modern women don't listen to nobody. They don't like to be corrected by nobody. They like to turn around and call you ugly, you fat, you bald, your beard is patchy, whatever it might be, in order to get you up out of their face or in order to put you down. Oh, when you talking about me, there's things that you need to worry about. I can shave my beard if my beard is patchy. I can go to the gym and lose weight. If I have too much weight on, I can change those things, right? I can do something to fix myself. But I'm telling you right now, you're about to ruin your reputation.
Okay, I had a wife hire me to follow her husband. So he works 30 minutes away from home. He gets off at 5. He's always home at 5:30. But this past 2 weeks, like 3 days out of the week, he's usually coming home at like 6 o'clock, 6:15. And she wants to know what's going on. And she asked him and she's like, why are you always late now? He's like, oh, I'm staying home later at work, or like there's a lot of traffic. There was a crash or whatever. And it's always 3 days. It's always Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So she's like, I want 3 days of surveillance to see what he's doing because I just don't trust him. Like, why is it taking him over an hour now just to get home from work? So I did surveillance on him. I did all 3 days, and he did the same thing all 3 days, and you're about to see it. Day 1, he went to McDonald's, got a little hamburger, parked to the side, ate it, and then went home. On day 2, he grabbed a little sandwich, was sucking his little fingers, ate his sandwich, and then went home. Day 3, I'm going to call this man Tom. Tom decided to go through Taco Bell drive-thru, eat his taco, and then went home. Updated the client, let her know. I said, girl, the only thing he's cheating on is his diet. She's like, he is supposed to be watching this cholesterol. Girl, bye. He's eating Taco Bell. I'm going to get a little Taco Bell, too, because that's my weakness. I already took a bite. Tom's eating, I'm eating, Tom's not cheating, he's just eating. Surveillance was discontinued.
I surveyed 150 black men, and what they told me changed how I see everything. I asked them, do you feel like you can be emotionally vulnerable in your daily life? And 90% of them said no. Then I asked them, do you feel like you can be emotionally vulnerable with your spouse or partner? And 80% of them answered no. This means that 8 out of 10 black men do not feel capable enough to take off the mask next to the person that they're laying with. We wonder why so many black men look fine on the outside while they're on the inside. This is what happens when an entire generation of men is raised to think that expressing their emotions makes them less masculine. If you are a black man watching this, I want you to know that you are allowed to feel, heal, and need. I want you to comment just one word on how you felt, because if 135 black men are feeling this way, then I know that you are not the only one. Don't forget to follow Brielle for more mindset transformation.
So I made a man cry today. Yes.
I'm about to be very direct here. So if you don't think you can handle that, I highly suggest that you leave now. Because if you're the type of person that enjoys seeing that type of content, that tells me all that I need to know about you and what type of person you are. You enjoy watching the suffering and having knowledge of the suffering of other human beings. And that makes you not a good person. In fact, that makes you quite the opposite of a good person. Now, I know that there'll be someone out there saying, well, that's just women doing and showcasing to men what they've done to women for centuries. Well, believe it or not, 2 wrongs have never actually made a right. And that just makes you as much of a hypocrite as you could possibly hope to be. So yes, if you like that sort of content, you are not a good person.
You think it's okay to date a man for money?
100%. I think if your man doesn't have money, you should leave him.
So why wouldn't you date a broke guy?
Because he's broke. I need to be able to go out to dinner. I need my nails done, my hair.
I mean, like, we need stuff.
I mean, but I think that if he treats you right and he's got like a plan,
Maybe if he has a plan to make money, but like if he just plans on being poor and living off me, like I'm pre-med. I don't need some poor man leeching off me.
So if you met a guy and
Poor? I wouldn't meet a guy that was poor. I wouldn't meet a poor man. I only meet rich men. I look on Wall Street. 100% I think it puts me in a gold digger category, but I think if you're pretty enough, it doesn't matter.
And you think the men watching this would agree
100%.
that you're worth the
100%.
the
Yep.
wanting that man to spend and spoil?
Yep, 100%.
well, he didn't ask if you were gonna spend your money on him.
Well, he was saying, why would I marry a poor man? I wouldn't, because like, why would I spend all my money on my kids when I could spend it on me? And the husband should spend it on the kids.
Ask a man what a good woman is.
Does anyone out there think that this individual has the slightest clue at all of what men actually think? Well, let's find out.
And watch him describe a maid with model looks.
Oof. Now that was just embarrassing. Believe it or not, though, that was actually a very good example of showcasing how a lot of women actually think, and they believe that a lot of men really think that way. Unfortunately, and quite obviously, they're not actually talking to men to get these sorts of opinions and to reinforce them. No, they're actually having most of these conversations with other women and from the echo chambers that they create for themselves on social media. But heaven forbid if they ever actually had a meaningful conversation or dialogue with a lot of men, they would realize that no, men aren't looking for a maid with model looks. Most men are actually looking for someone who's going to be there to support them, a partner, and someone to share their life with.
I don't want to leave the streets, even if they're good men. Confession time. In all honesty, that guy that I in Sacramento last week, I can't answer his FaceTimes because I'm scared to commit, and that's a confession. I don't want to leave the streets, even if they're good men, and that's my confession. And they're gonna hate me online, but like, is it my fault? Like, I don't think so. Like, God, we're cool girls. We can't help it.
Oh, because you're getting married, okay? Every single night of the week, I want free table, okay?
Shut up.
Swear to God.
Oh
yes.
my
So that's the
God.
benefit of riding on this card and doing an episode. It's gonna give you guys a free table right now. You guys just sold me $20 for a ride, and that's it.
Oh my God.
Pain exists absent of mind.
How does pain exist absent of mind?
Physical pain can exist absent of mind.
How?
If someone cuts off your arm, it's going to hurt, no? It's not just that you think it hurts.
Those are both minds.
It's neurons.
Those are minds.
Well, it's not neurons, but it's...
Those are both minds.
So you
What are you
don't-
talking about? So how does pain exist absent of mind?
Pain exists absence of mind because it's your body. Your body is feeling things. You can feel things without your mind thinking about it.
What?
I mean, it's your central nervous system.
How do you feel something without a mind?
The
If you had
sensation
no
of touch.
brain, you would feel stuff?
Well, I've never not had a brain before.
Do you think people with no brain feel stuff?
I don't know. Why don't we ask one of them?
What do you think?
I don't know.
If you have no brain, how could you possibly feel pain?
Because you feel pain in your body.
How? Without a brain to process it.
But who the doesn't have a brain, Ann?
I'm waving a symbolic white flag, okay, ladies? I know I've been hard on you for the past couple days, and I want to have a serious conversation. The reason why I am so passionate about this topic of women seeing men as human and not just the butt of some joke on social media is because I used to be like y'all. I used to laugh at all the jokes and repost the videos. I followed Drew and haha, men suck. Yeah. And then I was in a relationship with a man who, for all intents and purposes, was very good to me. And I didn't respect him. And I ended up cheating on him. And I felt terrible for that. And I didn't want to hide behind my emotions or how he made me feel or whatever. I had to put that on myself. I had to take accountability for that. I had to go to therapy for that. I had to realize that I was wrong and the way that I saw myself in relationships and the way I saw men was not right. So I started talking and really listening to the men in my life, asking them questions, trying to see how they see things, understanding their perspective, watching male content creators, trying to hear them out. And what they said made a lot of sense. And I realized that these women were not being respectful towards men in the same way that they wanted respect from men. And I didn't like that. This all happened with my brain fully developing, so maybe some of the girlies just aren't there yet. But here's hoping that one day you learn to realize, if you haven't already, that men are people too. Just like women can be bad, men can be bad. Just like women can be good, men can be good. And here's hoping we all get to that realization eventually.
That's taking accountability, right? I know a lot of men would appreciate that. You know, you wouldn't be happy if somebody cheated on you, but you would be happy that they came back and said, you know, that's on me. I shouldn't have done that. You know, I ain't do you right. That's my bad. You know, and really coming around. And like she said, kikiing and ha-haing and doing all this stuff, just joking around and laughing at the man's expense. But then when the man is like, you know, hey, I feel like you're being disrespectful, and then you actually sit with, oh, maybe he's right. How would I feel if somebody did that to me? And you have some sort of accountability for yourself and some self-awareness. And I think Haley, the real Haley Rochelle, talked about a lot of this when she said, man, I was married for 10 years. I've been divorced for like 8 now. And I realized that it wasn't all him. It was, you know, some of it was me. You know, I had to sit with that. And I had to be like, okay, well, you know, I mean, I can apologize, but the only thing I can do from here is get better. The only thing I can do from here is, you know, atone for my sins and try to not do what I was doing. That don't mean I'm going to be perfect. It just mean that I'm going to stop thinking so selfishly. That's what gets a lot of modern women in trouble. They're so selfish. Like she was just saying, a lot of modern women, they know they're dead wrong, but they don't stop to even consider. They just keep on kikiing and they blast right through how a man feels.
My soon-to-be ex-husband just pulled up to my house in a brand new truck, and I'm not really sure if I'm sad about it or if I'm mad about it. There's a little bit of both happening there, because a brand new truck really mattered more to this man than his marriage and his dog. Which, I mean, if he wants to be the loser that lives in an apartment with a brand new car, then by all means be my guest. All he's doing is showing me that he really was a financial burden on me and that I should not keep him around. One of the most consistent arguments we had was that he wanted a brand new $100,000 truck.
I think that most guys watching this will guarantee you that that man is so happy with his new truck. And he's probably not even thinking twice about what his ex-wife thinks about it. Because that's one of the biggest benefits of being single. You get to make all of your choices yourself. And my biggest piece of advice to that soon-to-be ex-wife is to let it go, because pretty soon you're not going to have any ties to that man.
Would you rather go buy me an engagement ring right now, or decimate everyone in that restaurant?
I could just go down to a pawn shop and buy a fake ring, so yeah, that works for me.
So you want to give me a fake ring?
If it involves getting out of people, yes.
So is there a reason that you don't want to propose to me?
Because we've just gone on our first date.
Oh, and what's the problem?
Any of you watching this, if you don't see the problem either, I'm very concerned about you.
I can tell you one thing for sure. That poor man is going home and deleting Bumble. That is the last Bumble date he will ever be on.
Men are the perfect example of, I'm going to let you do what you want to do so I can see what you rather. They will stand by. They will let you do all the things that you think are right. They are not going to coerce you. They are not going to tell you how to act. They're not going to tell you what they think you should do. They're going to stand by and let you do everything that you think you should be doing. They're not going to say nothing, but in their mind, they're watching everything that you do. You thinking that, oh, I ain't did nothing wrong the whole time. They're tallying up everything that you're doing, and they're putting you into a category. Men know. They know right away. Pretty early if they're gonna marry you. They know pretty early if they're gonna treat you like a whore. They know pretty early based on your actions how they are going to treat you. They will spend money on you. They will sleep with you until they are done with you. But in their mind, they know that they will never marry you. They just aren't gonna tell you that. So I'm stuck on the side of the highway with a flat tire in a thunderstorm. I said, I'm not gonna call my sister first. My sister always come through. I'm gonna call one of these guys. I'm gonna call one of these guys to come help. It hurt my ego to say the responses. I'm not even gonna hold you. It does hurt my ego. One said, I'm not a tire shop. 2 said, it's raining too hard. 3 didn't answer. 1 guy asked if I was okay. One guy asked
if someone's coming to help me. One person show basic empathy. Make them lonelier.
Hey, bruh. This is how you get a woman to come down to earth when you're dating her. A lot of times, and it's justifiable, women want to know how much you make because, you know, it's for their financial security for the long term, especially if you plan to have children. And so during the dating stage, they're trying to find out how much money you make, how much assets you have, like, you know, investment portfolio, real estate portfolio, savings account, 401k, and all that stuff. That's fine. That's fair. So when you're getting serious with a girl and you are going to enter into a long-term relationship and she wants to know that, be open. Says like, look, I'm okay with that. Our next date, I'm going to provide you with my personal financial statement, all my investment portfolio, my real estate investments, so on and so forth. And if you want, I can also bring you the last 3 years of my tax return. But I need a favor from you. For our next date, I need you to print out your credit report. That will humble her because it's going to show $200,000 worth of student loan debt, 1 eviction, and behind on car payment.
You single currently?
I am single. I am very single.
What's it like dating in Miami?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I haven't dated in like 3 years now. I don't go on dating apps. I don't really go out socially. I only came out because I'm here with my girls.
What made you take a step back from trying to find love?
After my last relationship, I just needed time to find myself first. You know what I mean?
How long was your last relationship?
It was about 5 years.
Why'd you end it?
Well, my mother passed away, so it's a horrible subject, but I had a lot of grief and I don't think he could handle it. And sometimes that happens in life.
Do you think that he's responsible to take on the burden of your grief when it comes on to your mom
I
passing?
think that we gave each other as much as we could during the time, and my mother really genuinely loved him. So even though we're not together anymore, I still wish him the best. I think he's happily married now, but
he's married now.
Yeah. I think a kid on the way too.
How does that make you feel knowing that?
Oh, I'm super happy for him. I think that we all go through tides in our life where we find people and then we move away, we shift apart. It's a give and a take. You know, I think that I'll find somebody maybe in the next few months, years. I want to find somebody long term.
How to make a man happy versus how to make a woman happy. Let's go. How to make a man happy. Feed him, sleep with him, leave him alone for a bit. Done. He's in love. Now, how to make a woman happy. Be her best friend, her therapist, her emotional support system, her life coach, her stylist, her tech support, her plumber, her electrician, her financial planner, travel agent, personal trainer, her nutritionist, her hype man, her peace, her excitement. Text her back immediately, but not too immediately. Listen. No, actually listen. Remember everything. Her favorite food, her coffee order, that one thing a coworker said to her in 2019. Be confident, but not too confident. Funny, but not childish. Strong, but emotionally available. Busy, but always available. And after all that, you ask, what's wrong? She says, nothing. Congratulations, you've officially unlocked level 2.
Now hear me out. I know it's trendy to hate men nowadays. I know it's like a really cool thing for women to do, but this is really weird. You're in a public space, right? And all he did was walk by. He didn't put his hand on you. He just literally walked by. You're at a public restaurant and you felt the need to react in that manner. Sweetheart, you need help. Like, for real, all jokes aside, I don't even think it's for social media anymore. I genuinely believe that you need help. Because if I'm being completely honest, it literally looked like you saw a ghost. Like, if we didn't see that man in the frame, I'm like, oh shit, she's seeing, like, she hallucinating right now. I've never seen someone react to someone just walking by them in a public restaurant. This is insane. Whatever drugs you on, please stop taking it. It's making you trip the out, like simply making you lose it. It's not a good look. First and foremost, who raised you that way? Why? What about that is necessary? And secondly, if you hate men so much, why would you go to a space that you know men could possibly be at? You can't hate them that much. It's not possible. Thirdly, he didn't do anything to you. He just walked by. That is it. Man, I would hate to see you at a sporting event or the mall or the barbershop. Yeah, a public basketball court. How you gonna function in those places if you can't even manage somebody just walking by you? That man was probably sitting at a table with his family. Got to get up and go to the bathroom or something. He walked by and you doing the most. For what? Why you like this? And I promise you, this will be one of the same women talking about men need to protect her. Where the real men at? Some of y'all take this social media a little too far. It's disgusting at this point. It really is. But you know what? I know she ain't gonna listen to me because I'm a man. So she really not gonna listen to me. Fortunately for her, she ain't got to. Yeah, keep it changing.
And it is for social media. She putting on for social media. That's what she's doing. That's the trend, and they're hopping on the trend. You know, that's the type of stuff that they're doing, man. It's just complete and utter foolishness. You really can't mess with a lot of these modern women. And the fact of the matter is they're putting this type of stuff online. And unfortunately, modern women will hop on this stuff and they will push it. And what will happen is that man's going to see that. And men like him and friends and family and stuff like that, they're going to see that. And so when you have a man ignoring you and not helping you out, you're going to get upset. Why is he not helping me? Why is he not paying attention to me? Doesn't he see that I need some attention? Or doesn't he see that I actually need some legit help? Well, yeah, but you had a video of you acting stupid and acting like I didn't put my hands on you and stuff like that. That's the quickest way to get me looked at sideways. Don't do that. Don't play like that. But modern women do play like that. And they're going to wonder why men stop messing with them. No, it's for social media. Modern women don't live in reality, bro.